A vote is not a stone to throw in anger. It is a seed to plant for a better harvest. Sow it wisely. Register as a voter today and water the future with purpose. Welcome to Masters G Educators. This is where knowledge meets action, and action builds a new nation. I'm your host, Gombe Tomboya. Today, we speak not just about politics. We speak about possibility, about a revolution that is not accidental, but deliberate. A revolution of hope, a revolution of purpose, a revolution by the people and for the people. For far too long, our politics have been chained into tribal calculations, to the recycling of corrupt elites, and to the betrayal of the hopes of ordinary Kenyans. But we are building something new. We are breaking into a new dawn. And that dawn is you, the youth, the Gen Zs, the professionals who have had enough, the elders who have seen it all, and the millions of Kenyans who are tired of being poor in a rich country. Today, we affirm that revolution is not only necessary, it is possible, it is intentional, and it is already beginning to take root. A new wave is rising, not of career politicians, but of outsiders, of clean leaders, ready to challenge the decayed political order. And at the center of this movement is the people's choice, Senator Okiya Omtatah, a man known for his integrity, resilience, and defense of the Constitution. Another equally embraced, loved, and chosen by Kenyans is Emeritus Chief Justice David Maraga, a man of justice, law, and unshakable moral clarity. These duo are not just symbolic. They are strategic, they are deliberate, and they are the representative of the Kenya we want to build, a Kenya of dignity, law, and shared prosperity. This people's center of power is not just about placing names at the top. It is about redefining what politics means. It is about rejecting the fake binary between a corrupt regime and a deceitful opposition. It is about draining the swamp of tribalism, bribery, manipulation, and state capture, and sowing the seeds of integrity, citizen ownership, and servant leadership. We are saying no to politics of handouts, no to politics of bribes. When we take money from politicians, we sell our birthrights, we lose our voice, and we sabotage our future. Instead, let us fund our own movement. Let us crowdsource our campaign materials, print our own posters, volunteer our own voices. Let us own our politicians so that we can hold them accountable. This is the new Kenya we want to build. This revolution is not just about removing bad leaders. It's about redefining our entire political culture. We must stop expecting politicians to fund their own campaign. That's how they end up owning us. It is our time for the people-led campaign financing, where ordinary Kenyans contribute to the leaders they believe in. This creates accountability from day one and ensures that leadership is not bought, but trusted and earned. A leader financed by the people serves the people, not cartels, not donors, not dynasties. We must also shift our focus from personalities to issues that touch our daily lives. For too long, we've followed tribal kingpins and eloquent liars who say all the right things while doing all the wrong ones. Let us focus on food prices, job creation, public schools, and access to healthcare. Let us talk. Let us also ask hard questions. What are your policies How will they change my life? Leadership is not about talent. It is not a show of your talent. It's a service. And our votes must reflect that shift in mindset. Our decisions at the ballot must be conscious, not emotional. No more being swayed by fear, ethnic pride, or flashy speeches. Let's vote with intention, guided by a clear understanding of what needs fixing. We must stop voting out of desperation or revenge, and instead vote to solve our real problems. Voting is not just about hope. It's a strategic act of survival. And after we vote, we must engage intentionally, hold leaders accountable, demand transparency, participate in budget processes, and when betrayed, activate the constitutional power under Article 137, the power to speak out, to protest, and to recall them. Above all, this new Kenya must be built on patriotism rooted in justice, empathy, and collective responsibilities. Let us act out of love for our country, not slogan, but sacrifices. Every decision we make must be to protect the vulnerable, the disabled, and unemployed youth, and the unborn generations. True patriotism is not in silence. It is not in silence during the face of injustice. It is standing up and demanding better. That is the Kenya we want. That's the Kenya we are building. And the time is now. Let me be clear. There are no angels in politics, but there are those who have chosen to walk the narrow path of truth. Okiya Omtatah and David Maraga are not perfect, but they are better. Better than the looters and liars who return every 5 years to repackage themselves in ethnic robes and emotional manipulation. Babu Owino and Gathoni wa Muchomba are not perfect. Neither is Edwin Sifuna, Fred Matiang'i, Ndindi Nyoro, Morara Kibaso, Kasmuel Makouri, Peter Salasia, and George Natembeya. They are all not perfect, but they are better. Let us embrace them. Remember, this political enlightenment is not just about endorsing a candidate. It is about starting a movement of the mind, a shift in our collective spirit, a revolution of consciousness. The true liberation of Kenya will not come from State House or Parliament. It will come from you, the voter, the mother, the boda rider, the nurse, and the unemployed graduate. Read the Constitution. Know your rights. Reject lies. Demand accountability. Refuse tribalism. Organize locally. Mobilize nationally. And when the time comes, vote decisively. It is possible. We are not asking for charity. We are claiming our rightful share in the Kenyan dream. This is necessary, and it begins with you. Thank you for tuning in to Mastersos G Educators. This is where we don't just talk, we act. We don't just complain, we build. I am Gombe Tomboya. Register, educate, mobilize, vote. A new Kenya is possible. It begins now. Let's meet again in the next presentation.